Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
There's more.
In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case.
Now, let me make it very, very clear. Let's just be real, okay? Let's keep it 100 and a buck. Whilst I love this evidence that has come out and resurfaced, first and foremost, we've got to talk about the bodyguard. Let's talk about that in a second. Then we've got to talk about the fact that the evidence, that the new evidence is stating is that actually it's Kelsey that came out and shot Meg. Okay, fine. Okay, I hear it. What did he get convicted for? No, what did he get convicted for? Because we already knew his DNA was not on the gun. This is nothing new. We already knew that the DNA was not on the gun. So first and foremost, let's take their events as true. Okay, let's say the events is true. The bodyguard comes out, says actually it was Kelsey the one that shot it because the 2 people are arguing. Kelsey shot the gun, and whatever, right? Okay, fantastic. That's the story. Why did Tory Lanez not come out and say anything? Please don't come out and tell me some nonsense about street cred and that you can't snitch. This ain't snitching. When you're involved in a situation where there is a gun involved, where you didn't shoot, you take the stand and tell the person who it actually was. It's Kelsey. Here's the problem. If he comes out and tells that it was Kelsey that shot, he's still going to jail. Oh, why? Because he's not supposed to have a gun, right? He's not supposed to have a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. And the last one that probably wouldn't be charged for is discharge of firearm with gross negligence. But the gross negligence can happen because if they were drunk and you left the gun out in the open, yeah, you can be done for gross negligence, right? So you have to be understanding that, listen, the 3 things that he's done, he can still go to jail. He can still go to jail, right? So this evidence doesn't change anything. Number one, the bodyguard situation, right? The bodyguard feels like now he's okay to come and tell the truth. It won't change a thing, all right? It won't change a thing. Okay, listen, if we were to hear what he said, let's say, I think Meg's statement was that Tory said dance for me, whatever, right? Let's say that's a lie. Okay, Meg will go to jail for a few years, but he ain't coming out. Why? Because he's still gonna be done for those 3 things, or at least 2 out of 3. He's still gonna do jail time. He ain't coming out. He's still doing jail time. Like we're making the issue about the fact that he shot. That's not what he went to jail for. You and I both know that ain't the truth, right? Now, why did he cover up for Kelsey? Don't tell me he loved that girl. Don't tell me he loved that girl when he's smashing both women. When we were saying that he was smashing both women, don't tell me he loved that woman. He did not love that woman. There is something else not quite right. Why he did not take the stand? Maybe his lawyer thought to himself, taking the stand will get you in trouble. There's a reason why he didn't open his mouth to take the stand, because now you're in jail, and you've been in jail since last year, right? So we've done 9 months almost. So why would you not take the stand and say, actually, it wasn't me, it was Kelsey? Since the evidence of the gun is already out, Why not say it? Because we already knew the DNA did not have his DNA on it, but it was registered in whose name? We don't know. It was unregistered, but you were in a vehicle with it. So you should come out and said. She'll come out and say, listen, bro, it weren't mine. It's Kelsey's. Kelsey was carrying an unregistered weapon. It's her thing, and that's what happened. Da-da-da-da. You don't want to come out and say it because you don't want to snitch. All right, why don't you go to jail? What we don't need to free you. This whole like trying to be a G. There's nothing to be a G over, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? There's nothing to be a G over. I just feel like we're doing the most. I know we wanted to make it a direct Meg is lying, and that's why he's in prison. No, he's not in prison because of Meg. The state took it on board. They wanted him gone. Your only ever argument really can be against Rock Nation. They're the ones that wanted him there. If you're going to say that, but I don't even know if that's the case, right? Allegedly, right? That's the conspiracy in that particular respect. Okay. Now him being, I'm still yet to see the evidence. You know what I mean? Just like you guys want to see the fragments on the foot. I'm still yet to see the evidence. Where's the picture? We have a picture of the criminal, the person. We have a picture of the man who did it. We still don't have no picture of the body. We don't have no picture of any of the stab wounds. How am I meant to know? How can I believe what he's saying? You know what I mean? How do I know he didn't just fall down on some glass that was on the floor? Right? Remember I told you it's stupid when you ask these kind of questions, right? But we ain't seen evidence of it. We're all having a fight now about the situation. We ain't seen nothing. I'm not saying it ain't true. I'm just saying to you, I haven't seen the evidence, so I'm waiting. You know what I mean? With berated breath, I am waiting to see this evidence of what this situation has taken place with. We've already got the man who did it already. Apparently, he was somebody who's already a lifer, and he don't care about his life. He's in prison for life, and he decided to waste his life again, take out Tory Lanez. Did it 14 times. He ain't pass. That's a lot of that's a God aspect there, you know. 14 times didn't go away. Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Like I just think to myself, like after a while, we gotta let this go, man. You know what I mean? Like if it's Kelsey that did it, all right, then this is not a Tory versus Meg situation as an audience. This is a Tory versus Kelsey situation. He needs to be calling Kelsey to the stand, like Kelsey, come and tell the truth. Kelsey, come and tell the people what actually happened. Why is he not putting pressure on her to come and say something? The Pasquale can't be that good, my guy. That you've lost your marbles, lost your head. That you can't come out and be like, yo, this is not me. This is on her. Something's not quite right. You know what I mean? The side not quite right. It's never been quite right in this situation anyway, but something's not quite right. That's what I'm gonna say. But I don't want to say too much. I think you let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of uploads. We'll see you soon.